For most of human history, the idea of living beyond Earth belonged to myth, speculation, and science fiction. The heavens were places to observe, to wonder at, but never to inhabit. Space was a destination for imagination, not for permanence. Yet in the early 21st century, that boundary began to shift. What was once unthinkable started to feel inevitable. At the center of this transformation stands a bold vision, a future in which humanity becomes an interplanetary species, extending life from Earth to Mars. SpaceX's vision for Mars is not framed as exploration alone. It is framed as survival, continuity, and long-term responsibility. The premise is simple, but profound. A single-planet species is vulnerable. Earth, despite its beauty and abundance, is not immune to catastrophe. Asteroid impacts, climate instability, pandemics, or self-inflicted disasters could one day threaten civilization itself. Establishing a self-sustaining presence on another planet is not an escape. It is a safeguard for life's future. Mars emerges as the natural destination for this ambition. It is close enough to reach with existing technology, yet distant enough to represent a true second world. Unlike the Moon, Mars offers scale, vast landscapes, resources, and the potential for long-term settlement rather than temporary habitation. SpaceX's vision does not stop at flags and footprints. It aims for cities, infrastructure, and generations born beneath an alien sky. At the heart of this plan lies transportation. To make Mars achievable, access to space must become routine rather than rare. Traditional rockets were never designed for this role. They were expendable, costly, and limited. SpaceX challenged this paradigm by reimagining rockets as reusable systems, capable of flying repeatedly like aircraft. This shift is not cosmetic, it is foundational. Interplanetary life begins with affordability, frequency, and reliability. The development of fully reusable launch vehicles represents a turning point in human history. By recovering and reflighting boosters, SpaceX dramatically reduced the cost of reaching orbit. This reduction is not merely economic, it is existential. A civilization cannot expand into space if every launch consumes irreplaceable hardware. Mars requires supply chains, cargo, redundancy, and scale. Reusability turns spaceflight from a spectacle into infrastructure. Beyond Earth orbit, the challenge becomes exponentially greater. Mars is not a brief visit. It is a commitment measured in months, years, and lifetimes. Spacecraft must carry people, supplies, and equipment across millions of kilometers through radiation, isolation, and uncertainty. They must arrive intact, land safely, and be capable of returning or staying indefinitely. SpaceX's approach treats spacecraft not as disposable capsules, but as durable vessels designed for repeated interplanetary journeys. Landing on Mars is itself a monumental challenge. The planet's thin atmosphere is too sparse for parachutes alone, yet thick enough to generate intense heating during entry. SpaceX's vision relies on precision guidance, aerodynamic control, and powerful engines capable of slowing massive vehicles to a gentle touchdown. These landings are not isolated stunts. They are rehearsals for a future where cargo ships arrive regularly, building the foundations of a settlement. Once on the surface, the real work begins. Mars offers no breathable air, no liquid water on the surface, and no natural protection from radiation. Survival depends on engineering closed systems capable of sustaining life indefinitely. SpaceX's vision emphasizes in situ resource utilization, the ability to use what Mars provides rather than relying on endless resupply from Earth. This principle transforms Mars from a hostile desert into a workable environment. Water ice buried beneath the Martian surface becomes a lifeline. It can be harvested for drinking, split into oxygen for breathing, and combined with carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to produce fuel. This chemical cycle enables something extraordinary: the ability to refuel spacecraft on Mars. With this capability, Mars is no longer a one-way destination. It becomes a node in a larger interplanetary network. Habitats on Mars must balance isolation and openness. They must shield occupants from radiation while allowing light, space, and psychological comfort. SpaceX's vision acknowledges that colonization is not just a technical problem, it is a human one. Long-term survival depends on mental health, community, and purpose. A Martian settlement must feel like a place to live, not merely a place to endure. Over time, these habitats could expand into interconnected settlements, clusters of living spaces, research facilities, greenhouses, and industrial zones. Agriculture would be essential not only for food, but for oxygen recycling and emotional well-being. Plants transform habitats from machines into ecosystems, bringing color, growth, and life into an otherwise barren world. Mars itself becomes a teacher. Its harsh environment forces efficiency, cooperation, and innovation. Waste cannot be ignored. Resources cannot be taken for granted. Every system must be monitored, repaired, and improved. In this way, Mars shapes civilization as much as civilization shapes Mars. It becomes a proving ground for sustainable living under absolute constraints. SpaceX's vision also embraces iteration. Early missions will be dangerous, imperfect, and experimental. Failures are not anomalies, they are data. Each mission refines design, improves safety, and expands capability. Colonization is not a single leap, but a process unfolding over decades. The first settlers will not arrive to comfort. They will arrive to build. As numbers grow, Mars could develop its own identity. Culture, governance, and social norms would evolve under unique conditions. Distance from Earth introduces autonomy. Communication delays force independence. Over generations, Mars would no longer be an extension of Earth. It would be a world shaped by its own challenges and experiences. This vision carries philosophical weight. To become interplanetary is to redefine what it means to be human. It challenges assumptions about home, belonging, and destiny. Humanity would no longer be confined to a single fragile sphere, but spread across worlds, connected by shared origin, yet shaped by different environments. Critics argue that the resources devoted to Mars should be spent fixing Earth. Yet the vision does not present these goals as mutually exclusive. The technologies required for Mars, renewable energy, closed-loop life support, efficient recycling, are precisely those needed for sustainability on Earth. Mars is not an escape from responsibility, it is an extension of it. There is also the question of legacy. Civilizations are remembered not only for what they built, but for what they dared to attempt. Reaching Mars is not about conquest or ownership. It is about continuity, the decision to ensure that life, knowledge, and culture do not depend on a single world's fate. In the far future, when humans look back on the moment they became interplanetary, it may not be defined by a single landing or a single individual. It will be defined by persistence, by the choice to keep going despite difficulty, by the belief that survival is worth the effort. From Earth to Mars, SpaceX's vision represents more than a technological roadmap. It represents a shift in perspective, a recognition that humanity's story does not end at the edge of one atmosphere, that the night sky is not a barrier, but an invitation. Mars waits not as a promise of comfort, but as a test of commitment. And in accepting that challenge, humanity takes its first steps toward a future where life is no longer bound to a single world, but carried forward, planet by planet, into the vastness of space.